Alright guys, so in this video we're gonna talk about lending and borrowing. Basically, we're gonna leverage our position, we're gonna hedge our position, call it whatever you want. But the overall conclusion is you offer some capital and you take some money from any lending protocol and you use that money in order to generate more money. Okay. But before to jump in what I'm thinking and how I see the strategy and how should I play the strategy, I gonna need to give a shout out to Overnight Finance. Okay, these guys, they're doing it for more than 2 years. Okay, and if you go through their information, which they have everything available on their website, looks like it's working. Okay, but now of course we can take this strategy and try to make it work for us, right? Because maybe we want a higher return, or maybe we are open to take a bit more risk, or maybe whatever. I'm gonna explain you in this video the strategy, what they are doing. All right, another two strategy I'm gonna show you. One, what personally I think it's medium risky, and one which I think it's a bit more risky, but in the end of the day, the point is you can make your own. All right. So what they are doing basically, you start with a stable coin, okay? They put the example on a DAI here, but you can use USDC, USDT, whatever you think is the best stable coin, okay? Basically what they're doing, they split the money what they have in two. Half of it they lend, okay? And the half of it they just leave it in the wallet, so they create one LP, okay? They lend and they take it, okay? When they take this it, they make a liquidity pool with the it what they take and with the stable what they have. All right, so basically you are putting, let's say, 500 to lend and you still have another 500. This 500 you take a loan, okay? Basically this money you're gonna need to give them back, okay? You say you take the example what they're giving it here, it's around 70% if I'm not mistaken from their position, which gives the health factor 1.2. Okay, this is very important to keep in mind because this one is going to show us when we're going to get liquidated, if we're going to get liquidated and lose our money what we deposit here, the money what we put against the it which we take. All right, so basically you are going to a bank, you put your money, you take some money out. If you don't pay your loan, of course the bank is going to take everything. But in this case, because we are talking about DeFi, if it is going up in value, in this case I think it's around 60 or 70% in one day, you're gonna get liquidated. Now I didn't run exactly numbers, so I tell you exactly numbers, but you can do that, and I'm gonna show you after in the example where you can see all of that. You create this LP, okay? Now there is two strategies, two things what can happen in the market: it to go up in value or it to go down in value. With this strategy, what they're calling it delta neutral, basically in both cases you are making money. If it is going up in price, your HELBOR is gonna go down, okay? So basically you're gonna get for 1.2, you're gonna get to 1.1, okay? And maybe even you're gonna get liquidated if you don't do any actions. So actions, what you can do, basically the fees what you are taking it, you either deposit more USDC, either you pay from your it, okay? So one of that kind of things. If price go up in value, you're gonna need to become more active regarding, okay, so you're gonna need to start to pay from your debt, or you need to add more USDC, so you're gonna be able to keep your held rate so you don't get liquidated. If the price goes down, here the things they get more interesting. If the price is going more down, basically you own less money, because let's say for example you take 300 worth of it. If the price is going down, maybe you're gonna end up toward 250 on it, okay? And again, the same thing here, you're gonna need to keep your LP in range in order to generate fees, and you take your fees and you either pay your debt or increase your position, okay? Now, it's difficult to know exactly what they are doing with the rewards. You can check it, of course, on the blockchain, and you can see their wallet, how they do everything. But all this strategy, they are doing it in order to sustain their USDC plus. Okay. Now, as far as I look, because you can come to their website and they put the wallet here, so you can check yourself the wallet. Let's see here now. Position. We are on base. Of course, these guys, they have a lot of money. I mean, yeah. The position what they have in Aerodrome is the one what you don't need to care about the range, but the thing, this one is paying around 17-25% annually, so they don't need to do any arrangements on the pool. Okay, it's basically working like supposed to do, and they just print the money, and the money they collect the fees what they get from their deposit. And if you go to the transactions here, you can check exactly to see what they are doing. You can see every time they're swapping, they're accumulating more USDC. Okay, why they're accumulating USDC? Because they need collateral for their USDC plus. Okay, now of course us, we can copy their strategy, okay, and maybe play a bit and make it our own, or improve it, or let's hope not destroy it. You can see here also, because they have a lot of LPs with what they generate this revenue, can go through all of them and see what they are doing. But overall, the strategy is not very complicated. Okay, you can see here again, they get the rewards in arrow, and of course these rewards, they're gonna convert them in USDC, so they can here you can see the health factor, it's much higher. So this means here they are paying more from their debt, or they are depositing more USDC. Let's go to transaction to see exactly what they are doing. Yeah, they are adding more to their LP. Okay, last action what they make 1 hour ago, and we can see most of the time they convert in USDC. So yeah, now the strategy what I'm testing for almost 2.5 weeks, 3 weeks. Okay, because in order to understand how things they are working, I need to do them by myself. Okay, basically me, I start this position, I was having around 150. I deposit $70. Now you can see I have 72.26, but you're gonna understand through the video why I have more USDC now. And I borrowed around $40 worth of it. It was 0.015. Okay, now you can see I want less. Okay, the pool which I create with some stable coin, and with the money what I take it from the protocol, okay, the money what I borrow, okay, I create this LP. Okay, you can see this LP is generating me the huge amount of almost $1.30 every second day, day and a half, something like that. Basically, I'm just collecting my fees, which I'm gonna do in this video, so you can see it straight away. It's not something complicated to make. But of course, the whole point, you need to stay in range, okay? Because if you don't stay in range, you don't generate fees. So if you don't generate fees, you cannot do paying for your debt or increase your position. All right, so I'm collecting my fee. You can see I get wrap it and USDC. I understand it's not a lot of money, but because you need to understand it's only 100 something what I have in this LP. But for testing, and I'm gonna still test maybe another 2-3 weeks to understand, because I have two strategies in my head, you know, so I want to be sure I'm not making any mistakes. Okay, all right, collecting, so I have it ARP. Yeah, okay, so I have it in my wallet. Now here is this my position which I deposit my USDC, so I can take the it. Okay, you can see here is the 0.64. okay, watch this. Where is health rate? Let's go back. You can see my health rate, it's 1.48. okay, so I need it to pump around 30% so I can get liquidated. But the overall, the whole thing what I have in my mind is to get very far away from him pumping and getting me liquidated. Okay, so I come here, remember I have 1.48. okay, I come here, supply. Okay, I press max, my 60 cents here. From 1.48 1.48, I get 1.49. Okay, supply. Okay, let me accept this one. Close. All right. Now, what I do with the it, what I get from the rewards? Repay. Of course, they will tell me, bro, you don't have enough money to pay all your money what you take. They're gonna give me this message. But if I'm gonna supply now the it from 1.49, I get to 1.52. So I'm running away from the my position to get liquidated. But all this money I generated with the it which I borrowed and with some USDC which I have it in the wallet. Okay, and begin. Yeah, you're gonna need to accept some transactions, so it's not worth it to make it with 30 cents or 40 cents. But yeah, so now my health factor, it's up to 1.52. All right, so I'm running away from the position to get liquidated, and I'm increasing my position in stablecoin. Okay, here I can consider it my profit. Okay, and here I'm paying. By the end, let's say when I'm gonna end up to pay all the it which I borrowed, I'm gonna have here more USDC. So my stables, they're still there. And I'm gonna have also this LP, which is gonna be built most of it, let's say with a 40% loan. Okay, which my opinion, it's a good strategy. Okay, now we get in a other position, which I think it's a bit more risky. Okay, this one I make it on base. Okay, basically Arbitrum and base, they are the networks which they pay much better in Ethereum with USDC, so this why I prefer that. Here I put a smaller amount of money. Maybe it's not fair, I supposed to put more, but yeah. You can see here I supply 93.81, okay, which I borrowed 59.03, which is it. The LP, with that money, I created this LP. So basically, all this LP, it's with money which I borrowed. But here is getting more risky, the thing. You can see current rate, right? So I'm on 24. Basically, if it is gonna pump more, I'm gonna get more closer from the liquidation, because the fees which I'm generating, they are not so high, you can say, because I'm a 0.30 cents in 2 days. It's not a lot, but also the position is smaller. So, but in theory, if which I don't think it's a very good idea, this one I'm saying it's a very risky, but I'm testing with my money, so I understand how things are working. That is the important thing. With the fees which I'm generating here, I have two options. One, I come here and I'm gonna supply them in order to increase my supplying, so my borrowing rate to go down, or I start to pay from the ETH which I take. Okay, in this case, because the position is very small, it's not worth it for me to claim these rewards of 30 cents, because it's not gonna change a lot, you know, my position. But I'm thinking maybe in the next couple of days I'm gonna add, let's say, another $100 and see how it's good. Because if I add 100, I can take another, let's say, 60, and after, if I'm gonna have a position of 120, it's gonna worth it to come every second or third day to make some claim and make some deposit and increase also my position, and let's see if it's gonna work it. But I'm saying from theory point, sounds good, because with the money what you borrow, you are paying back your debt, and overall over time you're gonna end up with some free ETH what you get just for lending your stable coins. Okay, now, like always, and the most important thing, you're gonna need to decide on the range what you are making. Personally, as you can see here from this one, if you zoom in, and you're gonna see the ranges what I have here, they are a bit high. I think they're around 8-10%. I don't remember exactly, because if there are small amounts of money, it's not worth it for me to come all the time to rebalance and all these kind of things. Okay, but hope this video helps you. and helps you to start to do your own research, because in the end of the day it's important for you to make also your own research and start to make a small experiment before you start to throw a lot of money. That it's important. And of course, I'm not giving you financial advice. I'm just sharing you with you strategies which I'm testing and how I'm trying to make some passive income from all these kind of things, because in the end of the day we want to make some passive income. We want our money to work for us, to generate money, and we don't want in the meantime to lose some money, you know, because it's important. You have everything what you need. Do your own research, and until next one, be safe out there. Bye.